This is Among the Darkness, a Cara Ward FBI suspense thriller, Book 3, written by Katie Rush, read by Vivienne. Prologue. After a long day of capturing the perfect photos of the wind farm, Sarah's car coughed and sputtered when she turned the key in the ignition. "Come on," she coaxed, jiggling the key as if to revive the car from its slumber. Another attempt, another failure. The engine remained lifeless, indifferent to her growing desperation. Her heart sank. This was not the finale she had envisioned for such a productive day. She looked out on the open field around her. As much as she loved the landscape in the daylight, in the dimming light, she did not want to be stuck here. With a resigned sigh, she pushed open the door and stepped out into the twilight's last embrace. She got out her phone and noticed that she had lost all service, eliminating the idea of calling for a tow truck. Not that she could afford one. That left her with no other options but walking, but the nearest town was 10 miles up the road. She looked down the dark street, where there were no lights to illuminate the way. She'd get hit by an absent-minded driver in minutes. The turbines hummed their quiet symphony as she rounded the front of the car, lifting the hood with hands that betrayed her weariness. The mechanical innards loomed before her, a tangle of metal and mystery that offered no obvious answers. "Great," she muttered to herself. The thought of a huge bill from the mechanic put a damper in her previous excitement. Pulling her phone from the pocket of her jacket, Sarah tapped the screen, seeking the lifeline of roadside assistance. Her fingers paused mid-dial, the reality of her situation sinking in as she stared at the glaring "no service" indicator. She glanced around at the deserted road, the encroaching shadows, and the silent wind farm. She hadn't noticed how far away from the surrounding towns she was. "Perfect," she spat out with a bitter laugh, the weight of hunger gnawing at her alongside the fatigue that pulled at her limbs. Here she was, stranded with a stubborn vehicle and a camera full of shots that suddenly seemed less triumphant. A tow truck wasn't going to come save her. She'd have to figure out how to get back on her own. Tucking the unhelpful phone back into her jacket, Sarah leaned against the car's cold frame, considering her limited options under the watchful gaze of the motionless turbines. She got out of the car and opened the hood. She realized how little she knew about cars. She knew how to check the oil, but that probably wasn't going to help. She had gotten her oil changed 3 weeks ago anyway, so that could...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?